the people need and the government the American people deserve. I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves the balance of his time. The gentleman from Maryland is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I yield myself 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
The gentleman is recognized for 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Mr. Speaker, as I said this morning, the reason why the government shut down is because the Republican majority has failed to fund the government. They have the majority of the House, the majority of the Senate, and the presidency of the United States. And with all due respect to my friend, the majority leader, 5 previous shutdowns were purposefully perpetrated by my Republican friends, the last for 16 days. The continuing resolution on the floor today reflects that failure. It does not, 9 months after we should have been done, establish the level of spending for this fiscal year. 9 months late. As a result, another continuing resolution may be inevitable. And in this resolution, we will extend the harmful effects of another CR to both defense and non-defense agencies for another 17 days. That means the Congress will be more than 4 whole months into the fiscal year without a budget agreement. This is dangerous, Mr. Speaker, both to our military and to our civilian agencies, each of which require budget certainty. Before February 8th, Republicans must work with Democrats to resolve the issues at hand. This means working together to lift the budget caps in accordance with the principle of parity, which Speaker Ryan agreed to over the past 4 years and should continue to today and in the future. It also means working in a bipartisan, bicameral way to address the status of Dreamers, now that President Trump created a crisis with his ending of the DACA program. Congress should act responsibly to allow these young people to stay, as more than 80% of Americans believe should be done. And, Mr. Speaker, it requires reauthorizing community health centers and other critical health programs, essential to complement the passage of the CHIP reauthorization, which is included in this CR. We also, my colleagues, have a responsibility to help those impacted by devastating hurricanes in Texas, Florida, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, those affected by the wilderness fires in California, and communities struggling to combat opioid abuse. Congress must not waste the next 17 days as it has the last 114. I will be voting no, Mr. Speaker, on this continuing resolution, not because I don't want to see it pass, but because it does not guarantee that the Congress will address the issues that have been referenced. I pray that neither I nor the Congress will be in this same position come February 8th. I hope we will address in a positive manner the issues before us, and I am now pleased, Mr. Speaker, to yield 1 minute to the minority leader.
The gentleman from California is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank the gentleman for yielding and associate myself fully with his remarks. Thank you, Mr. Hoyer, for your great leadership. Mr. Speaker, I